Hey, what's up everyone? Journeyman here. Before we get today's episode started off the Green Lions, I just want to give you guys a heads up. I had some work done in my mouth by a dentist over the weekend, and it's kind of painful, kind of sore, and very difficult to speak. So I've got a little bit of a lisp right now. You can probably tell already. I hope it doesn't deter you from enjoying the episode. Obviously, there's nothing I can really do about it, but at the same time, I hope it doesn't really impact the episode too badly. But anyway, we'll get there. We'll get started today with a cup double. First, we have Salford in the FA Cup first round proper, and then we also take on Hendon in the Isthmian Cup thing. I can't remember what it's called. It's too long of a name. Once again, everyone, welcome back to Green Lions. Today is, of course, episode number 6, and since the last episode, we've gotten a bit of a good run. We beat South Park 3-2, as you can see here. Frank got himself a couple goals, even missed a penalty, believe it or not, in the 53rd minute for a chance for his hat-trick. But overall, solid display. And then there was a tight 1-0 win over Sittingbourne. Despite dominating the game, we never really created too many opportunities. Robbie Legg getting a goal in the 39th minute to give us a victory. And then we took on the Police, beat them 4-0, goals from Legg, Smith, and of course Frank the Tank getting himself 2 goals. Police actually dominated the game pretty much from start to finish, and we were kind of fortunate to win in such an easy fashion. And speaking of easy fashion, winning easy fashion, this game was an absolute blowout against Tampstead Town. Beat them 7-1. Hat-trick for Ben Watson. Jacob Falaise getting himself a rare goal. Frank got us going in the 5th minute of the game. Carl Smith also getting a goal in the 73rd minute. Also, I mean, just a really, really good all-around display from the boys. Some really impressive performances in there. However, we did get some bad news from this game. Robbie Legg and Carl Smith picked up knocks in this game. That was really down part to it because, as you can see, a 7-1 victory. Impressive. Anyway, look at the league table right now. This is how things stand. Obviously, both games today are going to be cup games, but currently this is how things are going in the league. As you can tell, we are top of the table, despite a single point, but we do have 2 games in hand over Greenwich, who sit right behind us. Obviously, with those games in hand, we definitely create a bit of a gap between us and them in future episodes. But today we're going up against Salford City, who currently sit 2nd place in the Vanarama National League North. They are a professional side, so this is kind of a big tie for us. Not the kind of big tie I wanted from this. Obviously, in the FA Cup first round, you start to get League 1, League 2 teams come in. I want to get one of those big boys, but you know what? We'll take it. As of right now, the attendance is really, really good for the FA Cup games. As you can see, we got 1,400 almost for the Tunbridge game. Almost 14 again for Scarborough, so I'm expecting a big crowd today that's going to help our finances, which are looking pretty solid. Hopefully we'll be able to invest that back into the club, into the facilities. That's the reason why I want to go on these big cup runs, because it's easy to get the groundwork done, so when we get to the next level, it'll make things easier for me in the long run, trying to get better players in for the youth system, and just being able to train better quality talent coming through is very, very important if you want to be successful at these kind of lower league saves. So that's why at the moment our actual attendance during league games, even then, is pretty good, to be honest. It hovers around 700, 600 a couple of times, but generally speaking, we got a really good following. So here we are up against Salford. This will be a difficult game. Hopefully we can take a advantage of complacency perhaps by Salford City. They're probably expecting an easy game. This is how we're going to line up. Callum Stanton's going to be in goal. Obviously, Josh Sweet, Owen Jones, Jacob Feliz is going to be at the back. Danny Hunt comes in at right wing back. Jamal Roberts coming in the left wing back position. Josh Steele, Tom Delamar through the midfield. Legg, Rosenwald, and of course Ben Watson leading the line. A couple of players going to be out for today's game. Chris Tardif obviously out for the rest of the year. Liam Mann has picked up a knock. We'll be back though perhaps for the next game against Hendon. And then we're also out with Carl Smith. He's going to be out 1 to 4 days. He might be back from the Hendon game. Alright, so here we go. Line up against Salford. They have some very talented players, no doubt. Jack Redshaw, talented striker. He's been on fire for them. As you can see, 13 goals in 13 appearances in the league for them. He's a player we're going to obviously have to watch out for. But here we go. Playing at home. There's actually a few empty seats in the stand. Surprisingly, I expected a complete sell for this one. But you know what? We won't disappoint the fans, hopefully. that have turned up. Alright, here we go. First highlight of the game here. Hunt throws it in straight to the opposition Thompson. Thompson hits it long, looking for Redshaw. Can't find him. Jamal Roberts is going to pick that up. Hits it long. Can't find Watson either. Again, this formation, this tactic hasn't been good at keeping possession, so we just have to make sure when we do get it, we got to make the most of it. His main out wide to Thompson again. Now, Salford do have 2 players that have picked up a knock, so I'm tempted to go on hard tackling just to eliminate them from the game. Not quite sure if that's evil or not. But here's Maynard back to Thompson. Hash trap with the cross. Falaise with the clearance. Only as far as Judd, who's the other injured player. There's Gibson, great ball in the box, and Redshaw makes it 1-0. Should have seen that one coming, to be honest with you. Redshaw has looked dangerous here in the opening moments of the game. And that was a great cross there from Matthew Gillum on the overlap. And good finish as well. Jacob Falaise could have been a bit tougher in that challenge, but Redshaw's a good striker. Corner kick here. Horton's going to whip this ball in. No, he's going to let off to Redshaw at the edge of the area. Redshaw shoots. Oh, that was very, very close. Stanton scrambled across his goal there. Looked like he had it covered, but that was a great strike there from the striker. Alright, so Connor Thompson has gone down with a knock. I did go on hard tackling, by the way. He's trying to eliminate him. Ball gets put in the box. Jones with the initial clearance. It's Redshaw, though. Redshaw to Horton. To Judd. To Livesey. Good tackle there from Delamar. He's going to hit it for. Chance for us now on the counter attack. Here's Ben Watson. Watson crosses it in. Rosenwald's in the box. Can't find him. And the ball is cleared eventually. Now here's a chance for Redshaw now. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Stanton. Great save there from Stanton. But Redshaw is there on the follow-up. And he makes it 2-0 to Salford City. So yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a little bit of an uphill battle now for the rest of the game. Redshaw proving to be a difference between the two sides. Here's a throw in there. Here's Jamal Roberts going to throw the ball in. No one got on the end of it. Les Falaise. Hunt can't get hold of this ball, but he does so eventually. Lays it back to Delamar. He gives it away again. Redshaw's now through, but Stanton's quickly off his line to gather up the loose ball. He's going to lay it out to Reed. Reed to Jones. Jones hits it long to no one. Ball goes back in, and again, this is the pressure. Giving the ball away too cheaply, it's putting the pressure on the back line. There's a keep coming back in waves. Here's Turner now. Hunt clears it to Leg. Leg back to Hunt. Hunt back to Robbie Leg. Back to Hunt again. Hunt crosses it into the far post. There's Ben Watson. He gets on the end of it. Gets in there. 2-1. Ben Watson getting himself on the score sheet from across from Danny Hunt. And 2-1. We are back in this game. Alright, so halftime here. Only down 2-1. After that electric start from Salford. We're still in this game, and that's really all we can ask for. We have the goal scoring potential to cause them problems in the second half, so as long as we can keep it to 1 goal, we stand half a chance to get something out of this game. But here's Watson now, put it in, there's Leg at the back post, and never mind, it looks like he was offside. Alright, first change of the second half here. Jamal Roberts is going to come off, he's going to replace by Ryan Lane, who's not an out-and-out wing-back, but he's about equal ability-wise to Jamal Roberts in that position, so it gives us a different option, a bit tougher player, normally plays centre midfield. So I'm hoping he can come on and make a difference there. I'm also tempted to make a change in the middle of the park, but you know what? I'll leave it for now. All right, here's Danny Hunt now deep inside the Salford half. Still can't get on the end of it. And now there's a chance for Salford on the break. Redshaw has already got 2 goals today. Lays it to Matt Gillum. He got the assist for the first. He puts the ball in. There's... I don't know who it was there, but he smashed it off the top of the crossbar, and we're very, very lucky to get away with that. I expected the ball to hit the back of the net. And it's still 2-1, thankfully. There's a chance now from a corner. Livesey and Steele eventually makes the clearance. Not great defending there from the set piece. Alright, so here is Phoenix, who missed that glorious opportunity to make it 3-1. Now, from Falaise there, and Redshaw has smashed it against the post. I don't know how we're holding on here, but right now it's still 2-1, and the game is still in the balance. And speaking of Falaise, he's just gone down with a knock. So Josh Leslie-Smith's going to come in that left centre-half position. I'm also tempted to make another change, though. Craig Young, perhaps. Yeah, bring on Craig Young for Robbie Leg. Robbie Leg's been a little bit invisible today. And I can't really bring off Frank the Tank because he's our top goal scorer. So not going to do that. And it's just Paul Konchesky's just come onto the field. He's still going strong, believe it or not. He's going to play right back as well, which is a little bit of a surprise. But anyway, here's Redshaw now on the break, and he's snuffed out. Well played there from Jones. Ball goes long here. Frank's going to give chase, but he's not going to get to it. Alright, so let's see if we can win this ball and win the second ball, perhaps. Second ball most important, and we can't win that one. So here's Maynard now for Salford Phoenix. Great ball to Redshaw, chance for his hat-trick, and he's done it. Jack Redshaw gets a hat-trick today. We knew he was going to be a danger man coming into this one, and yeah, he's proven to be absolutely lethal in front of goal there. 3 fantastic finishes, and he's going to go home with the match ball. Here's Jones now. Hits it long. We're looking for consolation now. There's Craig Young. He's going to pull it to back post to Watson, who's made it 3-2. Now, there's 5 minutes of added on time. There is a chance we can do this and pull off a shock 3-3 draw. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to go to overload naturally. I'm not going to change the shape too much, but I will go to overload. Let's see if we can pull off the unbelievable. That's a good ball. Craig Young gets there. He's going to pull it back. Watson again, the far post. Oh, Ben Watson also on a hat-trick there. Hits it straight at the goalkeeper. So it looks like we're just going to run out of time for this one. Got 30 seconds left in this game. Konchesky throws it in to Phoenix. Phoenix to Putter and goes straight into hands of Stanton. Now Stanton does have time to lay this ball out to Jones. Back to Reed. Let's go hit this ball long. We're getting it forward. Here's Hunt looking for a Young. Can't find him. That's good defending. Young gets it back. Oh, Young. All you had to do was lay it across your dick. Oh, fuck. That was a chance right there, wasn't it? Chance for Salford on the break here. Turn at the far post. Goes behind for a goal kick. And that's going to conclude the match, I think. It's getting out of 3-2. Pretty respectable result, honestly. We stuck with it. We're in it always at the very end there. But unfortunately, Jack Redshaw being the difference between us and getting a positive result. But still, the FA Cup run comes to an end. I can be proud of the boys, to be honest with you. We got to the first round of the FA Cup, which we exceeded all expectations. And not to mention, got ourselves a little bit of cash on the way as well. But not too disappointed. The result really wasn't on the cards. Just happy to get this far in the tournament, to be honest with you. But we'll put that result behind us. We'll go on to the game against Hendon. Hendon, another tough opposition. I think they're in the league above us. Yeah, in fact they are. They're doing a mid-table team. So let's be a good test for us going forward. Alright, so here we go, up against Hendon now in the Isthmian League Cup, and we're playing at home, so I do fancy our chances today. Can't make a couple of changes though. Obviously Felizi's going to be out for a couple of weeks with a concussion, so he's going to have to take a place. Liam Martin is fit and ready to go again, so he comes in at right wing back for Danny Hunt, despite Danny Hunt getting an assist in the last game. Danny Hunt is straight trash, to be honest with you. Carl Smith is... he's on yellow now. I can't really play him. No, I don't like to play players that are currently returning for fitness, and especially still on yellow. It's just not worth the risk. So, time to play Craig Young as well, because Craig Young was pretty good coming on. But you know what? Instead, I'll play Ryan Lane as a centre midfielder on defend. Him and Josh Still are best combination in midfield. So, Ryan Lane comes in. Liam Martin comes in. And yeah, that'll do it. Perfect. All right, let's get it going. So up against Hendon, obviously, this is a game that I want to win. I do want to progress now in the Isthmian League Cup. Yeah, it's more games for us to play, but at the same time, it makes financial sense. It makes sense for us to play opposition that are tougher than us, because I need to know what players are going to be good enough for the next level so I can start planning after we get promoted. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm pretty confident about getting promoted this year. All right, here's Roberts now. Throws it in to no one. Here is Craig. Craig plays it back to Smith in goal for Hendon. He's going to launch this ball long. Doesn't find anyone. Leslie Smith gives the ball away cheaply, though. Here's Ubechi. Back to Reman. Reman to Joseph. Joseph plays it to Ubechi again. Here's Reman. Back to Achechi, puts a ball in, and that's an easy save from Stanton. Good opportunity, though, for Hendon there to open the scoring. All right, here's Cowboy. Chance now for Hendon. Craig, but a great challenge in the air, and still clears it long, only as far as Lee. Here's Reman. Back to Joseph. Good tackle there from Reed. Still looking for leg over the top. Can't find him. Here's Diadu. Back to Corcoran. That's a great ball. And that should be 1-0, and Zach Joseph has made it 1-0 to Hendon at the far post. Danny Uchechi getting beyond the left back there. Sorry, the left wing back. Jamal Roberts. As you can see, Jamal Roberts fell asleep, leaving Uchechi through on goal. And Joseph there with the tap-in from about 5 yards out. So not great defending. Kind of gave him that goal. We'll have to see if we can bounce back quickly. All right, here's Roberts now. Gives the ball away again. Here's Joseph. Good tackle there from Joe Steele. Won the back very cleanly. That's a good through ball. Rosenwald's now through on goal. Rosenwald, get in there, Frank the Tank. Back to front football. Once again worked in our favour here. Josh Reed boots the ball forward. Frank was on the last man. And great finish from the keeper's near post there. Not the best keeper in the world, but still good finish there from Frank. We'll take it. It's 1-1. Alright, half-time here, and still 1-1 in this game. It's actually pretty evenly matched. We came back into it a little bit more in the second part of the first half. So, we're going to make a quick change. I'm actually going to be off Jamal Roberts. Ryan Lane's going to go to the left wing back like the last game. Then Tom Delmar is going to come on naturally, just to give us a bit more shape there. Let me see. I'm also tempted to bring off Robbie Legg for Craig Young. He played really well when he came on last time. So, yeah, I'm going to make that change. Yeah, Craig Young for Robbie Legg in the second half as well. 2 changes. Let's see if they make any impact. Here's Delamar from the corner. Ball swept in. Leslie Smith for the header. Just over the bar. Lucky Josh. Good header there from the set piece. Here's Reed now for another set piece situation. Finds Liam Mahon. Sleepwalking. And it's a chance now for Hendon now. Craig through on goal. And he puts it over the bar. Poor play there from Liam Mahon at the right wing back spot. Here's Watson, though, looking for the far post of Young. Here's Mahon now, gets in the box. Not a very good effort. Alright, 70 minutes on the clock here. I'm going to make our last and final change. Danny Hunt's going to come on for Liam Mahon, just because Liam hasn't played that well today. He hasn't looked very composed. And we need, I don't know, just some fresh legs out there, perhaps, will make the difference. Alright, so here's the highlight here. 81 minutes. Ball goes long. Frank is through a goal. And he scores. Get in there, Frank. 82 minutes on the clock. And Frank Rosenwald has made it 2-1. This time the assist from Ryan Lane. Again, back to front football. Catching Hendon off guard there. Great interception from Lane. Boots the ball forward. And Rosenwald, one touch, get out of his feet. Uses left foot to guide it past the goalkeeper. 2-1. So we got about 8 minutes now to hold on. Well, 8 minutes after injury time. Here's Young to Rosenwald, looking for his hat-trick now. Finds Watson. Watson, great cross. That's Craig Young in the back post, and he makes it 3-1. That should be game, set, match. We're going to go through to the next round of the Isthmian League Cup. No doubt about it now. Great finish there from Craig Young at the back post after a good hold-up play there from Frank. And Ben Watson with a wonderful ball on the back post, and Craig Young. Simple tap-in for the man off the bench. Alright, here's Hunt now. Throws it into Rosenwald. Here's Hunt, looking for a 4th goal. Craig Young dispossessed, but the ball goes straight back at him though. Here's Young, puts the ball in, looking for Frank, can't find him. The ball does make its way out to Joseph now. Forward to Craig. Now Craig is through on goal and he puts it well wide. Craig's had a couple of chances here in the second half for Hendon, but they haven't managed to take any of them, thank God. Here's Remen, and that should be it really. 4 seconds now to go. Ball goes over the top. Jones as well to get that. And there it is. Full-time whistle has gone. We've bounced back here with a 3-1 victory over Hendon. Despite going 1-0 down early on, we bounced back nicely and got a very, very solid victory over a team technically higher than us in the footballing pyramid. So a very, very pleasing result indeed. Only got 300 quid for it, but you know what? We'll take it. We also got a few people in the crowd, I imagine, too. 526, not a good crowd, but a bit more money, as you can see there. Balance now sitting at £214,000. They're looking really, really good. So hopefully we'll continue this good form and we'll continue to trend upwards, as it were. But anyway, let's talk about the next episode real quick. So next up, we have Peterborough Sports in the FA Trophy second qualifying round. And then we start to play teams again. So as you can see, Faversham, we played them in the opening day fixture. So now we're starting to play teams once again. So Chipstead, I think, are a new side we haven't played yet. But what we'll do is the next episode we'll plan around the end of November. So Cray Wanderers, Shoreham, I think will be the next fixture. The problem now for a club, though, if you look at it, is fixture congestion. As you can see, Wednesday, Saturday. It's all midweek. We only get 3 days in between fixtures, which isn't ideal, especially for a semi-pro club like ourselves. So there's going to be injuries. There's going to be drama. There's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys will tune in for it. If you guys are enjoying the series, remember to make sure you hit like on the video. If you want to see more videos by me in the future, please hit subscribe, turn notifications on. Thanks so much for watching. And once again, I do apologize for the slight speech issues that I'm going through right now. But thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys in the very next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.